Hello, Nikki. This is the first comment that shows. Congratulations, you got the same amount of money as I did 5 days later. Hey, Buster. Good to see you. Hey, give me a second here. Let me. Hello, Miss Southern Belle. I'm just as crazy as ever, dear, and you. So, congratulations on your 7 babies, Nikki. It is cold here, but not as cold as it's been. It's 40 degrees right now. You can find out what the weather is by typing weather and your zip code, and it'll bring it up. Hey, BC, I don't see your remark, but Nightbot said hi to you. That's an 80% hatch rate. I mean, 86% hatch rate. Way to go, Buster. You have about the same temperature as I do right now, Miss Southern Belle. Oh, and it's cold by this drafty window. Oh, and can you guys see the cup I'm using this week? I mean, today? That's the best family owned place to get your eggs at, mostly around here. Yeah, it's still considered a full moon today, Miss Southern Belle. Let's see what my moon calendar says. Yeah, still 93% full. You're drinking hot cocoa Tootsie Roll flavor? I'm drinking chocolate covered cherry coffee. So, Nikki, you got eight, I mean, 7 kits on Thanksgiving Day. That was cool. Hey, Moon Boots. Oh, my Nightbot, you wish I had Hangman? No, I don't have Hangman. Right now, we don't play games. We're waiting for people to get in here. We're waiting for some of the homesteaders to get in here to join us. This is 39 degrees. Wind's blowing from the south southwest at 5 miles per hour. So everybody staying warm today. I seen you were live earlier, Moon Boost, but I was in the middle of doing some work. And you know how that is. It seems like you're never caught up. Excuse me. Yeah, even my main moderator isn't here yet even. But I went and got a bale of Timothy hay to save a little bit on the pellets. Yesterday was a good day. Relieved a new customer who says they will be a repeat. Bought all my extra males and wants any and all babies that don't make it or need calling for leg or other issues. That is great. Do they have reptiles, Nikki? Oh, that's a pain in the butt. I moderate, I think, 4 channels. They're giving them to their ferrets? Well, that's interesting. I never thought about ferrets. Of course, I know very little about ferrets because I only met one ferret, and that was my oldest daughter's significant other's pet. And it's just like they were. It's kind of weird. You know how animals seem to take on the personalities of their owners. Just like my sister, she always had all the psychotic dogs. So, did anybody get any snow this week so far? The only thing we got was it was cold and where the lows were in the teens and the highs were in the 20s, but today it got warmer. I think it got up to 43 today. Hey, cuz. I'll be in and out, but I'll be around, boss. Won't let me ignore the customers for you. The audacity. Yours was the first greeting that showed up. It was still here when I got here. You had flurries on Sunday, but nothing that stuck. Well, it's a good thing nothing stuck. We didn't get flurries. It was just cold. That makes me the winner. See, it erased Andy's. I should text her that I'm live. Her and Melanie both. Yep. Good evening, Jennifer. Let's see. Today was a balmy 58. It was great after 3 days of freezing weather. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. Well, better as long as it isn't freezing rain. Go lay down, Lucy. I know you love me. Hi, Molly. How are you this evening? Short picking quail has had 7 bunnies on Thanksgiving morning. And she showed them earlier today. If you're not connected to her, you guys really need to connect with short picking quail. Oh, I got my desk today. It was missing one of the legs. Yeah, she posted a video counting her bunnies. They're 5 days younger than mine. 4 or 5 days. They were born on Thanksgiving, and mine were born on the 19th. But now she showed me how to show the monies, so I'm going to have to start doing that like she did. Of course, pretty soon they're going to be jumping out of their cages anyhow. I put my hand in and to touch them today and had one of them jump up. It was funny. We need to flood YouTube with our homesteadings and our quail businesses. Hey, cuz, what time do you get off work tonight? Seven-ish. So that's 8 o'clock my time. Hey, Ed. Well, you must have needed it, Ed. Oh, don't forget to put a thumbs up, everybody. Huh, it's not doing it. Let me see if it'll do this one. Nope, mine don't do all that. And Dawn ain't here yet. Now you're supposed to give a thumbs up, and it's supposed to show up thumbs up, but it isn't. I can understand that, Ed. It may not have been StreamYard. She may have had an iPhone that was doing all that. See, it's not doing anything. Give it two thumbs up, and it's not doing anything. Yep. She said she may have been on uh an Apple product too. No, Ed, I'm not going to try the middle fingers. I think that works with Apple products. Let me check things here. Yeah, I can't find it on anything. You guys are silly. That's why I love y'all. I think it's with Apple products because apples can do more than a lot of other things. Cooked my first Ninja Combat cooker dinner tonight. Pork chops, sauteed cabbage, onions, and mushrooms in 11 minutes. Man, it was great. Steam, convection, and air fryer all at once. Wow. Ed, did your classes go live yet? Combine cooked dinner. Boy, that's different. So that's 3 machines in one, Dawn? And Dawn, did you see Nikki's news? She had a rabbit's Kindle on Thanksgiving. Same number as I had. She's got 7 little bunnies. Well, she did put a video out on it. So I need to connect with her channel. It's cold in here. Yes, the 14 functions and would do a combination of them. It's really awesome. But that was expensive. It even proofs bread. Wow. But that cost a pretty penny. No, she got it on a Black Friday sale. Oh, no, thank you, Ed. Yep, they cost about the same amount as my mixer did. Right now, I'm so mad at Amazon. Both desks I bought off them have parts missing. Let me see if I can pull that up. Which motto is it, Nikki? Hey, Bob. Hello, Rita. Rita just had a birthday recently. Happy birthday. Well, I'm looking at some of the ninjas. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. And you spent more than what you can get it here. Here, let me do this a different way here. Hold on a second. 2 extra pans so I can make a lot of soup and chili utensils. It was $329. I got $100 off. Hello, Yude. Welcome to the room. Bob says, I think so. Too much humidity on lockdown. Has some TOF eggs cooking now. Be 2 weeks for lockdown. I don't know what TOF is. Oh, and I got free ship both ways with that package. Okay. I can see why. Let's see what it says here. Clean up. Let's see if it says what's in the box. You a baker's tray and a crisper tray. Yeah, it doesn't tell a lot. Well, you know where the recipes are at. I'm sure you can put a little stuffing or a little fruit inside of them, each one, and leave them whole or spatcock and cook them up. Be great. Oh, Thieving Otter Farms. I don't know that company, so I can't say anything either way. You got the slow cooker pot, covered Dutch oven, and a cake pan. I just have to figure out which mode to cook for how long for quail, and I'm working on it. Yep. Cole says, Buster, high humidity can make the air sac too small. Last had hatch, I cut open a bunch on day 22, fully developed, but a lot of fluid. Yeah, so you have to use less humidity in the high altitudes. Let me put this away so I can put the other stuff away. And tonight I got to work on a bunch of eggs and didn't bring them out here to work on. When you're getting 35, anywhere from 34 to 36 eggs a day, that means you got to freeze dry a lot or put them up for sale. Wait a minute. Heard from a guy that incubates 9,000 feet. He uses 25 and 45. How do I work on eggs? I have to Get them ready for the for the freeze dryer. That means I have to, well, heck, over a couple gallon, about a gallon of eggs. I had to shell and scramble. Let's see something here. Let's see. I'm getting at minimum 238 eggs a week. Yeah, let us know. And you may want to write those tricks out and see what you've been doing with them. Does he incubate quail or does he incubate chickens or all different things? Well, Dawn, if you were close to me, I'd give them to you to sell. But you're in Missouri, aren't you? Well, that's cool. Does he use the same temperature, Bob? Oh, you're in Illinois, and your customers are too. Oops. I make quail egg salad, but I can't make that much. Okay, so it's the same temperature, it's just less humidity. That is very cool. He's at 9,000, and how many thousand are you? You're at 5,000, right? I mean 900,000, and you're at 500,000, right? I mean 5,000. Yeah, 5,000. And he's at 9. Wait a minute. I'm getting all messed up. He's at 9,000 feet, and you're at 5,000 feet, aren't you, Bob? Oh, you're at 78,000. Okay. I would try it at the same as his, and see if that works. If that don't work, I'd only raise it no more than 5%. Well, he's only on 1,200 less than him. Hello, Katrina. Christina, I mean, or is it Aaron hiding under Christina's name? In the summertime, you can dry hatch, yes. And you just add some water at lockdown. You guys, pardon me for a minute. I gotta get a jacket on. This air is too cold. Ugh. There we go. Oh, goodness, Christina. Yeah, we're all saying happy anniversary, Christina. And there's the drunken chef. I hope you're getting a lot of orders for Christmas. Thank you very much, drunken chef. See, we finally sitting down to relax. We went on a lunch date today, so that was fun. We don't get out much. Well, I can understand that. You guys are so busy with your farm. Hey, Aaron, happy anniversary. So, where'd you guys go to eat for lunch? Oh, sushi. You went to a sushi bar, huh? Bet you that was good. Hello, Andy. Andy and Nikki had some babies too. Hers were born Thanksgiving Day. Hello, Dee. How are you doing today? Oh, so much fun. Bob, what I want to know, did you get any of that snow? Well, I'm freezing. I had to go put on a jacket. Otherwise, everything's going okay. I went and got hay feeders so that my rabbits could have hay, so I'd save some money on the pellets because I know I'm going to be pretty soon. I'm going to be going through pellets like crazy with all those babies. But I got some Timothy hay for them. Got 2 inches of snow last week, 1 inch on Sunday, and expecting up to 6 inches starting at midnight tonight, continuing until Saturday. Oh boy. That makes me shiver just thinking about it. These walls in this apartment complex are so thin, they're like ice. Well, Steve, that's the only place I could get it can afford to get it at. Well, last week, Matt showed snow on his property, and then he isn't that high up. Brr. Let's see what it's going to say for our weather tomorrow. We're supposed to be in the 50s all the way through Sunday with rain on Friday and Sunday. 25% chance of rain on Friday and 31% on Saturday. I mean, Sunday. Well, what I'm thinking, I'm afraid of those, but I'm thinking about going to get a hand warmer because you can feel the cold air radiate off the walls here. There's no insulation. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get one of those hand warmers, get the chill off of my achy hands. Let me see. See? I'm just worried about him. Boyfriend needs feet warmers. He's cold all the time, and I'm not. I know. I'm afraid of low electric blankets. Now I'm looking for my scissors because I don't think these have a notch for you to open them with. Mm. Well, these cheap apartments were built in the 50s and they don't have anything. You're so lucky, cuz. Hello, Susanna. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can get it open now. Nope, didn't cut it deep enough. You could hang a heavy fabric. No, I can't. There's bug problems here too. It's starting to warm up. No, I thought about hanging tapestry up, but no, the bugs would just hide underneath it, and that's not good. Moving here from Central Texas, I never thought I'd have a home without AC. I don't need it here. Yeah, these don't seem to be getting that warm. And Matt must be working late tonight. Well, it's not late for him. It's still afternoon for him. I did, Dawn. That's what I got here. And that only works for a minute, then the coffee starts getting colder. I need an old fashioned bed warmer too. Yep, you should. Yeah, you did. He had a sale going on. I don't have a microwave, Dawn. I do have a hot water bottle somewhere around here. I can fill that full of hot water and warm my bed with it. Maybe I won't end up with chills during the night when I first go to bed. Yeah, you'd have to move it all over the place. I think these hand warmers are a little expired because they're not getting very warm. No, the place that gets cold is my hands and my wrist. And that's because I'm sitting too close to a wall. I think these may be 3 or 4 years old, and you don't know how long Dollar General had them before I got them. Oh, I could, but my fingers are what gets cold. But I tell you what, the animals are warmer than I am. I need to edit that Nightbot a second here. Let me see, edit. There we go. Now that's edited. There we go. I got it in my on my wrist. It's helping me warm up. I needed to crochet some wristbands. So, what challenges are you guys facing now with this strange weather? One day it's spring, next day it's winter. Everybody's pretty quiet tonight, it seems like. You're going from 40 degrees to 80 degrees. Aaron, I need to move down there now. Price's YouTube channel did a video with some great suggestions to keep warm. Watched it this morning, recently posted. Pepper Princess. In all reality, Buster, I don't drive and I don't own a vehicle, so they're safe for now. John says, here in LA, spring one day, winter next, snow one day, melts off the next. Yeah, I use the old first before I bring out the new one. I bought a whole case of the bigger ones. But Nikki, you did show me a way to handle the babies out of the cage when you're counting them to where mama won't charge at you. But then I would have to bring all my animals with me, Aaron. We're going to be 20 degrees colder than you are. 'Cause see, Steve, you need to take a trip down there so you can pick up your greenhouse. I have 30 quail that need harvested. Let's see, I got well, let's see, I'm getting 34 to 36 eggs a day. And that's not counting the ones in grow out. Grow out hasn't started laying yet. They're only 29 days old. So they're only 4 weeks old. Then I got 3 rabbits and 7 bunnies. You have a blessed day, Dawn. Besides, if I went down there, Aaron, I would have to have a couple nannies and a Billy. Oh, I know you I had to lay mine on the wire and that's what ticked her off. Whoops. Yep. The mama that I have is very laid back. But she came charging at me when she saw I was going to mess with those babies again after I done laid them on the wire. But now she wants me because she sees me picking them off the wire and putting them back in their nest when they get out that hole that she chewed. But these are very good mama rabbits. Havana's are. You have a blessed evening, Bob. Yeah, it was her very first litter. She never even, yeah, she's never had a litter before. Hello, Rudy. Everybody say goodnight to Bob. Not yet, Steve, but man, and then in other words, tomorrow. Now these are supposed to stay warm for 10 hours. Mm. Next time I will have 2 litters, Buster, because at the end of January I'm gonna um, breed both of them. Yeah, that's what I did as a mistake, Nikki, because they were too big for me to put in my hand. I didn't think about putting a box on top of the box to put them in. I have to rearrange the cages. I need to put the 2 does on top and the buck on the bottom so I can see the does easier, both does easier. And she didn't do anything at that moment, but the next time I reached for them, she kind of charged at me. But she stayed mad all day long, but the next morning she was back to her loving self. In other words, she gave me a cold shoulder after that. She wouldn't come to the door no matter what I had in my hand. There, I corrected that Nightbot advertisement. And if you have an e-store and I don't have your advertisement, get hold of me so I can put you in it. Hello, CB. I got the card and I thank you so much for those 2 cards. Other than a little chilly, I'm fine now. Finally got my hands warming up. Because when my hands and feet get cold, I'm cold. Well, so are you. I didn't show everybody the cards yet. Yeah, see where I put them after I read them. Just I'll be right back. Okay, this is the back. Little sealed it with a sticker of heart. Says thank you. Oh, you just got home. I'm supposed to warm up. and then rain Friday. And you just got home and opening Amazon deliveries. It's like Christmas. So very much. I got boyfriend a waterproof lighter and portable shovel for camping. That's great. Got myself tennis shoes and a ski jacket. That's even better. Then on this one, got Christmas stickers on front and back. Oh, I'm dropping the stickers all over the place. Oh, he might. Let me show that to everybody. Ah. No, I don't know anything about that. And here's one of the stickers. What state are you in again? Let me double check here. They should have been all right. Yeah, turkeys could kill. Oh, I lost the sticker that was in that one. And find out what happened to it. Probably on the floor. Hello, TM. Mine's a crank. Mine is an electric. Well, if they had a covered area to get into, they should have been all right. If they can get in out of the inclement weather. No, if I was going to do any work today, just demonstrating, I'd be demonstrating quail scissors because I got to get some eggs ready for freeze dryer. Yep. I had a white quail try to escape and got caught in the egg rollout, and it expired. And Lucy gets those. It depends on if I pre-freeze them or not. Anywhere from 8 to 30 hours. Everything all depends on what time of year it is, if you freeze the eggs first or not. It takes longer in the summertime than it does in the winter. Well, they should be fine. I haven't needed to do that yet. Anytime you're holding your rabbit and nails look long to you, then give them a trim. I do have the scissors for it. Let me go see what I got that clips in. How often do you clip them so far? No, the first thing you have to do is bread when you first get it to clean it out. Do they give you problems when you're trying to clip their nails? Not for me, cause my problem is buying the candy and eating it before it goes in the freeze dryer. How often do you weigh yours, CB? I tell you what, Buster, you love fruit, and if you like spicy things, put some seasoning on your pineapple when you go to freeze dry it. Yeah, I know that feeling, but once every 1 or 2 months, they cooperate for most part because I'm always walking around with bunnies in my pockets or holding them, so they are used to being handled. That's cool. Hey, Gary. Been a while. Stopping by to say hello from North Carolina. Hope you've been doing well. Yeah, other than this cold that we've been having for a couple days, but it's going to start warming up tomorrow. Weigh once a month, one probably go more often, like once a week, one babies. I haven't had any candy in a few days, and I'm going through withdrawals, I think. I've learned that thin slices of bananas are better tasting than thick slices. Yeah, they are. Yeah, maybe Santa will put some candy in your stocking. I found out I can't eat raw carrots. When you don't have teeth, you can't eat raw carrots. And I don't like cooked carrots. But I can cut up and freeze dry carrots and I can eat them then. And they still taste like the raw ones. Yes, they are very good, but pineapple with some garlic with, summertime heat on it from the Drunken Chef. If you slice the pineapple up and then put that sprinkle that stuff on it, and then put it in the freeze dryer. Oh, is it addicting? That is great, Buster. So you'll get it right around Christmas. That is cool. I don't have apple trees in my neighborhood, or I'd be able to get some. And I don't like the prices of them at the store. Well, they're usually fresher too, TM. Yeah, farm stand. I said farm store. Yep. And nothing's better than that, which you picked yourself. Well, that's cool. I don't blame you, Buster. Just make sure you have extra oil on hand because when you first get it, you'll be doing the 20-25 loads before you even know it. Like I said, that's this week. Tonight's cup. No, it doesn't get any sweeter. Tractor Supply. Is that what you mean, Steve? The only fruit I can get at this time has to be grocery store fruit. I was kind of sad with the last order of Harvest Right freeze dryer bags. They're half the size of what the ones were that came with them. Whoops. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Now, everybody, try to buy off of family businesses as much as you can instead of big corporations. Sorry about that, everybody. It tied up on me. Hello, Katrina. They're doing wonderful. And you know what? Nikki had babies just a few days after I did. Now, don't text while you're driving. Well, I'm back already, cuz. I used to make butters out of every fruit I got my hands on when I was 12. Apple butter, pear butter, peach butter. I think it was StreamYard got cold. It just quit working. So I had to shut the window down and everything. That thing's cold to begin with. I've never made apple butter. All, all you do is when you make applesauce, you just cook it down. That's all. Until the sugar caramelizes a little bit, and it turns darker. Oh, good news, you guys! I found my camera. I had really hidden it on myself. I put it someplace I never thought to put a camera at. Because why? You got a freeze dryer. You can even freeze dry your soups. All you gotta do is add hot water to it when you want to reconstitute it. I gotta make those boxes up so I can get those packages out from the 2 giveaways. And I mean, I literally have to make the boxes. When my husband was alive, cuz I used to can everything. That you can do. They don't advise you to do that, but that you can do. No, instead of make freeze drying the eggs, I can make a bunch of pickled eggs instead and give them out for Christmas presents. I've got over 100 eggs, I know. I mean, I got over a few hundred eggs. TM, be very careful when you get your canner. Make sure it has a three-way weight on it. And start off first with pressure canning some water. That'll never go bad, but it also gives you the practice. No, you can't do it in a crock pot. Is anybody going to make any Christmas crack? And in case anybody wondering, Christmas crack is where you take your favorite type of crackers and you make caramel and put on top of that, and then you melt chocolate and put on top of that. Yeah, it's legal. It's cracker candy. That's why they call it Christmas crack. I know you have to bake it in the oven, and then you take the chocolate chips. When it comes out of the oven, you take the chocolate chips and spread it and put it on it. Give it a couple minutes. Then you spread the melted chocolate all over. Then you put it in the refrigerator for a couple hours. I can't do Chex Mix because that seasoning has MSG in it. Last time I checked. Let me see if I can get a recipe for you guys here. There's quite a few of them. There you go. That link will show you a bunch of different styles. Some use pretzels, some use crackers. Yeah, you could. Oh, apple butter in a crock pot? Yeah, you can do apple butter in a crock pot. On slow for a few hours. I would check it after 4 hours and see how it's doing, then check it every hour afterwards. I know you have to stir it occasionally so it doesn't stick to the bottom. And like put a paper towel around over the lid so that the water doesn't drip back in from the condensation. Oh yeah. If you got strings, you can do it, CB. It's the legal crack. The only kind allowed in my house. Oh yeah, that sure hide any animal smells. And you know, you can treat pears the same way and do it. I'm sure you can. You probably add a little more sugar and cut your cooking time down by half. You know, TM, you got to remember where there's a will, there's a way. If that's what you want to use, then you just figure out how you can do it. I think you just have to cook it down a little more and add just a little bit more sugar and spice to it. Welcome back, cuz. Are you home now? You want to feel that? Feel that? Feel how warm that is? I put the hand warmer on Lucy's nose. She wasn't too fond of that. Okay, it's late enough into this. We can do it now. Hold on a second, you guys. Anybody that wants to come up and talk is invited to. Just give me a minute to pin the link. Anybody wants to join in, go ahead and click the pin link. And that way you tell me what's going on at your homestead and what you're doing to get ready for the holidays. Lucy, go lay down, baby. You say I should warm myself in your fur, huh? Well, you guys, here she is up saying hi. Nobody's brave enough to face the camera. CB, Steve, Buster, Ed, if Ed's still here. You click the link and it walks you through it, Buster. How about CB? You ready to come back up, CB? Mommy hand cold, huh? Those fingers cold on your arm? But I think Mooney. Well, TM, you can come up if you want. I think I forget what I was gonna say about Mooney. There's 10 people watching, and everybody's being quiet. Okay, TM, that's fine. I'll have to do the video when I process to show everybody how much I process. You know, I use every bit of the quail. What's not edible for me is edible for Lucy. CB, why don't you come on up? Ah, or maybe Saturday. Yeah, no, yeah, in 4 more weeks, I'll have more for freezer camp. And then but in 8 weeks, I'll have a different type of meat ready for freezer camp. I haven't yet because I haven't had any to process yet. It'll be at least 7 more weeks before I could even process one. And then, yeah, I'll be putting them through the freeze dryer. And I found out all those lucky rabbits' feet are all from their front feet because the back feet are bigger than the front feet. They got a lot more toes on them. I want to see a dog I may adopt on Friday. I'm not sure about it. We'll see. I may be telling you Saturday that I have a new family member. Cool. Maybe you'll be able to come out and show us your new family member. Yes, it will be, Buster. It'll be my first time processing rabbits. I've been studying how to do it before I even got the rabbits. You can do it either way, but if it's raw, mark the package raw because you have to use cold water to and put it in the refrigerator overnight to rehydrate it. The only meat that I'm actually freeze drying is cooked meat, so that way they're meals or at least an entree. Well, everybody got to be easier than cuy. Yeah, they are easier because cuy flesh sticks to its skin very hard. Are the rabbits or quail? Lucy, go lay down. It is too early for you to go out. You got another hour and a half yet. Okay, rabbits. I think probably the only place that the rabbits meat probably sticks to the skin. I mean, the skin sticks to the meat is probably at the tail area. No, rabbits look very easy to me. You only did chickens twice? Yeah, but we can fix that because I'm working on that. Okay, everybody, give me about a minute. I have to answer a call you can't refuse. And BC isn't here to read to me today. going through the animal room reminded me of something that happened last night. And that is, I'm in the bathroom and I hear something say ribbit, ribbit, just like I just did. I says, what? Is that a quail saying ribbit? And so it answered me saying ribbit, ribbit. So I got a rue that quails use the sound ribbit, ribbit. All right, Tim, will do. That's cool because I freeze dry my dog food that I make. That's weighed my mail so I know who goes into the breeders and who goes to a new farm and who goes in the freezer. Cool. Go lay down, Lucy. You're not getting back in my lap right now. At the end of this live stream tonight, I want everybody to think of what they want me to video so that I know what kind of videos you guys really are interested in right now. Yeah, that's my 50-pound lap dog. She can only fit her top half on my lap. And she only does it when I'm talking to things she can't see. Or if I'm talking on the phone, if I'm talking on the computer. I think she wants to make sure I'm not going crazy. Okay, but put it in the comments after this live stream. That way I will get all the notifications. You mean the Quail egg peeler? Mine's manual. I don't have an electric one. In fact, I can go get that for you right now. Hold on a second. I don't have any eggs to peel it with, peel in it, but I do have the peeler. Here you go. Just see how you turn the handles. Doesn't want to turn so easy when it's dry. There we go. And using it is a lot harder than using the electric one. Because you line this up and then you hold it down, hold the eggs down with your, gently with your fingers until the shell catches in it. The electric one, you can just put the eggs out in it. I just gently touch them until it catches. To be honest, I could probably peel faster than this can. But the electric one will peel faster than that does. Yeah, with the crank one, it's not that easy because you're doing the you're cranking it and everything else. Yeah, in other words, you take them right out of your ice water, roll them around, stick them in the egg peelers. But grandkids are so much fun, cause yep, Dane loves him some boiled quail eggs. Maybe that's what I should do tonight before going to bed. Boil up a batch of quail eggs. Okay, Nikki, hurry back. Even with the weather getting down in the teens, my lemon balm is still doing good outside. Oh, and I've got new leaves on my big plant, and I still haven't transplanted it. You got to remember, dogs love them, pigs love them, chickens love them, people love them, but do not feed your dog over 24 eggs, or they'll get the Hershey squirts. You can make egg salad sandwiches. You can make pickled eggs. You can make deviled eggs. Yes, you can, but that's my problem. I got a bunch of them that are a few weeks old in the refrigerator, and I got some that are a week old in the animal room. But I could do like Aaron and them did a year or so ago when they boiled a bunch of eggs for pickled egg and they put them overnight in the vinegar water to so all they had to do was peel off the membrane. Yeah, I could do that. The trouble is the egg yolks don't rehydrate as good. But you can freeze dry egg salad by using yogurt instead of Miracle Whip, and it'll reconcentrate good. Or you can just mush them up like you're going to make egg salad, and that'll probably reconcentrate good. Maybe that's what I'll do. That sounds like a good idea, cuz. Yeah, you can do that. But I think making up some freeze dried eggs that are ready to make egg salad with would be great. Reconstitute them in Miracle Whip and pickle juice, and that's half the battle right there. You just gave me a crazy idea. Take some quail eggs that you getting ready for make egg salad out of. Freeze dry that, and then you can add it to your homemade bread when you bake a loaf of bread, and put some everything bagel seasoning on top. And make that loaf of bread extra healthy. I already use quail eggs in my batter when I mean in my dough when I'm making bread. I use 60 grams of quail eggs. Well, you may like mayo, but I like Miracle Whip. Now that's another thing you can do with quail eggs. You can make your mayo with quail egg whites or whole quail eggs. Some people just use whites, and some people use the whole thing. Now I might like that. I just don't like store bought mayo. Yep, everything's an experiment. And that's how I get recipes in my cookbook. I get them from the group, and some I make up myself. If you're on Facebook, then everybody needs to join this and post your favorite recipes, whether it's with quail, rabbits, whatever. Because now it's not just quail in the kitchen, it's self-sufficient kitchen. So that way you can add rabbit, venison, beef, pork, everything. Yeah. I don't do roadkill. Number one, I don't drive. Number two, I rarely leave my apartment. But that would depend on what meat you get off of what animal that's roadkill that's still good. I have in the cookbooks I have a few that are my own. I tell you what, I had groceries delivered last week and I tip in a 24 package of quail eggs. And when I handed it to the girl, she looked at it, she goes, "Quail eggs? My husband's gonna love these." Now I need to go and get some more coffee, guys. So give me a moment. Oh, downstairs guy was calling, and he knows I'm busy on Wednesday nights. I don't take phone calls unless they're emergencies when I'm online. Excuse me, Lucy. Let's see. Quail eggs have vitamin B where chicken eggs don't. Yes, I know they have complex B. In other words, they have more than one vitamin B. When you go to work, draw a circle around the animal. And when you go home, if it doesn't have a circle around it, it is fresh. Ha ha ha. Protein from quail eggs is different than chicken and a better type too. Yeah, it is. In fact, there's doctors that tell chemo patients they should switch to quail eggs because they're more nutritious per bite than chicken eggs. And it's easier for them to digest them. Alrighty. Let me see if I can find for you guys nutritional index on quail. Let me see here. Well, I know I got it. I just got to remember what folder I have it in. Oh boy. Not that one. I know. I'll be with you guys in just a minute. There you go. Here's the information on nutrition of quail versus. Oh, I'm going to have to put that in the small one. Just a second. Here's one of the things for nutritional value is bursting quail and chicken eggs. You see, this is 10 quail eggs, so they're only about 15 calories each. And this is 2 large chicken eggs. 13 grams of protein, 12 grams on chicken. Let's see, 3 more rows. Oh. One quail egg. This is the small ones, 9 grams. Most of us have eggs that are twice that size. Zero carbs, zero fiber, riboflavouring, folate, botanic acid, vitamin A, B, 12, iron, phosphorus, and psyllium. So that is just one of the places. But I have so many different places that you can look at the different um, nutritional, the way they make it, and they break it down. Well, we're down to 7 people. Are there any more questions tonight? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Oh, not mine, raising chickens. But I would have to harvest them in 5 to 7 weeks like a Cornish game hen. I do like Cornish game hens. Yeah, 5 to 7 weeks. Yeah. Because it would take that takes them usually around 9 months before you start getting any eggs from them. Months, not weeks. Yeah, quail are a lot easier. And they go full circle in 8 weeks. 8 or 9 well, 8 to 10 weeks, you can go from an egg to egg. From an egg to a chick to an adult that starts laying is only about 8 to 10 weeks. Whereas with chickens, it's 8 to 10 months. And I freeze dry the heads unless I make skulls out of them, and that's dog treats. Same with the wings. You freeze dry the wings, those are dog treats. The feet and the spines, I generally will save for bone broth, or I freeze dry them for dog treats. Yeah, you can raise those in your apartment, Buster, but you can't raise chickens in your apartment. Too much noise. Okay, you need to know about incubators. I'm going to advise you to spend the $49 and take this course, and you have access to it for the rest of your life. Now, I use the Little Giant. I love the Little Giant. They did some tests on a few incubators. Let me see if I can find that link for you. Let me find it. Let me see. Okay. Here you go, TM. I got the whole product review playlist. I would say the thing about the Little Giant, and of course you want to get yourself a couple of gobies to go with it. But the Little Giant, if you get it with um rails, because it comes with chicken rails, but if you can order the quail rails for it too. You can fit up to 120 eggs in there. And if anything goes wrong with the machine, you call Little Giant and they'll send you the part. Hey, Kelly. Yeah, you always get the circulating air, not the still air. Oh, I don't use a heat lamp. I use heat plate. That's okay, Kelly. Yeah, I did watch your Hillbilly Hacks, as well as Nikki's Thanksgiving surprise. That is why, TM, you need to go to Quail University. The link that I gave you, it'll teach you everything. Good luck and happy hatching. Yeah, watched you this afternoon. Now I'm trying to find it again. Here you go. Pricey eggs. You drove 3 hours to pick them up. Whoa. Yeah, but the thing about the 360, cuz, is that you have to cover that in a blanket, and it costs a heck of a lot more. Let me see here. I'm trying to find the one from Nikki too. Ah, I had it a minute ago. Now I can't find it. Okay, I found it. I went past it. This is the one that Nikki put out today. The round one is a 360. Nutri-Right 360. That's an addiction. That's not boring. I have some cheap Chinese ones, and they're not round, but they're see-through, and you can watch everything happening. And they did pretty good for me too. Hello, Big Matt. It's better than TV. You don't have any commercials. Well, let's see. At one time, I had about 120 quail in my apartment. It all depends on how big your cages are. Yeah, in a 36-inch space, if you get a 5 tier, you can have 17 times 5, which is like quite a bit. That's 85 birds. And if you had two 5 tiers, you can have 170 of them. And sometimes you can squish 21 in the cage, which is 63. 21, yeah, 63 times 2 is 120, I mean 200, yeah, no, 120, 4. Yeah, 24 to 48 hours. I can remember a time that I was getting over 50 eggs a day. Cause yeah, 18, even 18 is 90. So if you, wait a minute. Yeah, it's 90. And if you had two of those setups, you can have 180. And that's 36 plus 100, and that's 72 plus about, you might as well say, in a 78 by 2 foot space, 78 inches by 24, well, let's say 30 inch, because you figure the water trays and that, and that's how big a room that you could, that you, floor space you take. Yeah, you can get up to 15 hens in each one. Unless you want to be a hatchaholic and hatch every setup, and you want a greater hatch rate, then you put 4 hens for each roux. So that would put 20 birds in each cage. 12 cages or 12 hens? Hello, Val. How are you this day? But before you do anything, TM, I would advise you to go through Quail University because that way that'll calm you down when it comes to hatching your first hatch. That way you'll have the knowledge to know what to do if something happens. So that way you're not so confused. That is great. You have a blessed night, cousin. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Alrighty, cuz. Let me put it this way. Once you get started, TM, you'll have a food source, a meat source for your family. And that's what's important. Hey, Val, I had something funny happen out of my latest hatch. No, you need 2 roosters. For every 5 hens, you want a rooster. So you'll need, if you have 2 sets of 5 hens, you need 2 roosters. As I had a quail that was saying ribbit, ribbit. No, he's got some hungry birds yelling at him. It was a roux because I said, "Don't tell me that's a quail saying ribbit," and then it said ribbit, ribbit again, in the exact same way that I'm saying it. So I got a quail that's trying to mimic a frog. I don't know which one it was that did it, but it did it to me twice last night. And I know I wasn't dreaming because I'd been awake a little while before I went to the bathroom. And I always have to go through the quail room when I go to the bathroom. But it was really freaky, yeah. I'm used to look at that and look at me and come back here. I got one that says, okay. No, they won't fight. Not if they got plenty of hens. Not if there's 10 hens in there. They'll be too busy to fight. They're communal animals anyhow. You could have a whole cage of males, and the worst that happens is they usually try to mate each other. Yeah, Val, that's my thought. Something strange going on. Lucy, get out of things. I have a one cage that have about 12 males in it, and they're not fighting. Well, Val, my bunnies are 10 days old today. Well, they do great in the community cages too, because they like huddling together a lot of times too. But you can do either way. Well, you haven't had light on them long enough, Val. Didn't you just put light on them Sunday? Or, wait a minute, Saturday rather? It'll take them a couple weeks at least. Yeah, it was so funny. It actually sounded like somebody saying ribbit, ribbit, but it was a quail. What day do bunnies come out of the nest? Anytime now they can start coming out. As soon as their eyes open. Their mama's been chewing on it like she's trying to lower it so they can come out. Yeah, that's about right. If they're jumbos, that's about right. Nikki just had some that was born on Thanksgiving Day. Though. Okay, it's gonna take you a couple weeks before they start showing their genetics. It's gonna take at least a couple weeks. How much time do you have them set for? Because you want at least 14 hours light. If you want them to go into full production, then you want to go up to 16 hours. Okay, 14 hours about the minimum for them to go into production. You have a blessed night, CB. Well, that's great. Yeah, yeah, like I said, a minimum of 14 hours. That's what I said. So 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. Ooh, let me see. Let me look at my calendar. Oh, let's see. Anytime after the 9th is when you should start hearing and seeing changes if they're not all male. So anytime after December 9th, you should know something. Yep. You know, people that are on chemo are advised to buy quail eggs. I need to put an ad into Craigslist again because I'm getting 34 to 36 eggs a day. You're pickling your eggs? I think I'm going to make some hard-boiled eggs and mash them up like I'm going to make egg salad, and then I'm going to freeze dry them. So in the summertime, I can have egg salad without having to boil them. There's quite a few channels. That's how I got hooked on quail. It's from other channels trying them, and one of them sent me eggs. Hidden Heights Farm. They don't do them anymore, but they did them for a while. And he didn't know how to mail them or anything, so they came from Oklahoma to me. And I liked the bird. I liked how big it got. That's what I do, Val. But see, I'll only eat about 8 of them, and the other 4 will go to Lucy. Because if she had her way, she'd be eating a couple dozen every day. But I don't let her have that much. All the ones that don't have a shell on them, or one of the birds tried to open up, or any birds that expire, overnight, goes straight to Lucy. She gets mad if I throw it in the garbage. She had a jumbo white today for lunch because it tried to escape and killed itself, trying to escape and the egg rolled out. She got it and kept it for lunch. That's true, Buster. What do you call eggy bread? I do bake bread with 60 grams of quail eggs in it per loaf. Yeah, they love quail and they'll eat most of feathers and everything. They start with their head and work their way down. Well, both those links that I put in the room to earlier when you were asking about incubators and stuff, those were all my shires. Oh, we call that French toast, but we put a dash of milk in it too. And I like to soak mine a little bit so that it's more custardy. Yeah, we call that French toast. Oh yeah, it's Quail make wonderful French toast, and they also are great when you're going to fry foods and you need something to coat. Use that instead of chicken eggs. Your mom used to call it gypsy toast. Yeah, here in the States, we call it French toast. I don't have any chicken products in my apartment. So I use my quail eggs anytime it calls for eggs in a recipe. Now, when you're changing recipes, remember 1/4 cup quail eggs equals 1 chicken egg. Maybe that's what I'll fix before I go to bed tonight. Some French toast. Val, have you seen any of my cookbooks? Yeah. Would you believe I bought a turkey for Thanksgiving? I cooked it and then I freeze dried a lot of it. You got another 40 minutes, Lucy. And I got the bones in the deep freeze for when I get around to making bone broth. So I've got enough turkey for 5 meals. Well, it's good that you haven't smoked in that long. Fried okra is good. How will I rehydrate it? Let me see what my package says on it and how much water it's going to take. Oh, I didn't weigh it out. Just add a little water to it, or if I want barbecue turkey, I'll just put some barbecue, let it rehydrate in barbecue sauce. It depends on what you're going to use it in. Yeah, I wouldn't even advise you to even have one. First, you'll get dizzier than heck, and then you'll start craving them again. And you don't want to throw 9 years out the window. Because I'm sure you quit for your health. 'I have some sewer gnats around here, and it's bugging the hell out of me. Well, it was easy for me to cook that turkey, and since I had a way to process it to where it wouldn't go bad, I didn't mind. And I was surprised I enjoyed the turkey. I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy it or not. 120 pounds on a packet. So they are nearly 15 pounds now. Or is that $1.20 a pound? Pounds on a packet. Oh, you're talking about cigarettes. I was thinking turkey. I roll my own. That's the only way I can afford to smoke. I've been rolling my own for 20 years. Yeah, they're 6 to 10 bucks here, depending on what you're going to get. But for me to get 3 cartons, it only well 2.5 cartons. It only costs me $23 in time. Well, see, I have asthma, COPD. I was born premature, so that means I had lung problems when I was born. So yeah, but that's my only vice. You hooked on cigarettes at 79. No, when I got hooked on cigarettes, they were only 24 cents a pack. Oh my goodness. That's a good reason to give up. Well, those I wouldn't call a vice. Those are your support. Then you'd end up with mouth and throat cancer. You have a blessed night, Buster. Do you drink? They're your purpose. Gives you a reason to get up in the morning. You got that right. That's why I said they're your support. They're not your addiction. That's just like I got Lucy so that I would go outside the apartment because you'll do things for your animals that you won't do for yourself. Well, I think we're going to call this a night because it's almost time for me to take Lucy out. And Val, I know you got to get back to sleep. So you all have a blessed night. And if I don't see you tomorrow night at Chris's live, then I'll see you Thursday. So I'll talk to everybody later.